Okay guys, so when I think of toxins, I like to use this analogy. If we think of the body like a bucket that is being continually filled with water, which represents the toxins coming into the bucket also has small holes at the bottom to signify our body's ability to detoxify and eliminate those toxic substances. Now, if you continue pouring water into the bucket faster or in larger amounts than is able to come out the bottom through those holes, then eventually the bucket is going to overflow, right? If there's more water coming in than going out, the bucket will eventually overflow. So when those toxic exposures though are limited, when the input, that water input slows down or is reduced, and the body can process them through its own mechanisms of detoxification and elimination before the bucket fills up, then the toxins are less likely to trigger these severe issues, all right, which we get when the bucket overflows and the body just can't keep up. However, the presence of those toxins, the presence of the water in the bucket still causes problems, okay? The bucket still gets wet. So the body is still affected by the presence of those toxins, even if it's this full or overflowing. The bucket is still getting wet from those toxins, right? Because these substances just aren't designed to be in our body. They have no use there, they have no benefit, and the body recognizes them as something that needs to be eliminated or removed. Now, this process of sort of detoxifying and disarming those toxic substances can cause inflammation, and it also uses up precious nutrients and other resources in order to neutralize those toxins, to disarm them and to remove them. And this process can also lead to tissue damage, all right, of the surrounding tissues. Now, this all occurs even if the bucket isn't overflowing, all right? That's the point we're trying to get here. So there's the two aspects of it. There's the presence of the toxins, and there's also the fact of the bucket overflowing. So the other option, the other aspect that we want to look at is our detoxification capacity, which is those holes at the bottom. Now, considering that most of us are already lacking in vital nutrients and antioxidants, which are heavily involved in detoxification, and then the presence of those toxins is causing more of attacks on those nutrients and antioxidants in order to disarm and neutralize those toxins, these holes can basically get clogged, all right, and they don't function as well. So our detoxification pathways simply don't function as well. So you get this almost threefold effect: the presence of the toxins, the idea that the bucket can overflow, and also the clogged up detoxification pathways. So we need to focus on both reducing the inputs, the amount going into the bucket, and also improving the outputs, and also considering what additional needs or requirements the presence of those toxins is putting on the body, okay? And when we're talking about these toxins causing inflammation, those toxins aren't the only issue, right? Modern Western lifestyles are filled with inflammatory insults that the body is just trying to deal with on a daily basis. So it's no surprise that toxins like this are just one more inflammatory burden on an already burdened body and brain.